morning everyone, and how are we all this morning? I thought what I would do is we would do 3 pages because 2 of our pages are going to be the same because we're uniforming excuse me, the middle pages. So I thought we would do, I've already done one of these, so I'm going to do this one on camera and we're going to do another page. If I can Speedy Gonzales through this, and then we've only got a few more pages, and then we've pretty much would have completed a whole book. We're not far off, actually, we're not far off. So remember, I'm keeping this nice and easy and simple. I'm keeping it nice. I'm just going in with the magnets at the moment. I'm just setting up my magnet, but we're making it nice, easy, simple. Because, like I say, I'm aware there's lots of, you know, people who are new to memory book making, and we want to try and keep it simple. And I said maybe we'll do something a little bit more adventurous. Okay, so because we're uniforming our 3 middle pages, we're going to do the same on the left as what we're doing on the right. Okay, so let's see if I can do this today without any strokes. Right, where's this one? This one's from the bottom here. Okay, so we're moving these ones out, bottom and top, bottom and top. So I'm not going to get confused. That's the word I'm looking for. Right, you can see me, can't you? Okay, so we're going to do a magnet closure again, doing exactly the same, and I'm doing this kind of a little bit repetitively so that, you know, if you haven't seen the other videos, can you see we've got 2 magnets there that close together? That's what you need to do. You need to close those magnets together excuse me, and they are 1 millimeter by a centimeter. 1 millimeter by a centimeter, and you will need some tape. Now, just a thing about the magnets, okay, remember we're putting this not too close to the edge because we want to be able to get our pattern paper over it, so we're sticking it sort of around about there. Now, I will say, if you're new, all very good crafters that have been crafting a long time will know this anyway, but don't put glue. I've done this before. Don't put glue around the edge and really press down on it, because then you see the magnet through the book. So not only is it good where Jodie will say only put edging, only put glue around your edging, then if you have done something wrong, you've got a chance to just pull it up a bit. Not only that, it also doesn't make for a very good finish when you put glue on there and then you sit there pressing it down over the magnet, because you get an impression where the magnet is, and you really don't want that. So that is just a little tip, and that's just from crafting for quite a number of years, which I have done, and I've done these things, you know, so it's just to give you, so that you're not doing the things that I've done. Right, so we're going to take our opposite side again. We're going to do it correctly this time and not put glue in it like we did yesterday. I think I was just, you know what, I was so tired. I did have a little bit of bad news yesterday, and I'm throwing myself really into crafting because, you know, oh, there we go. And actually, you could have put your magnet on that side. We were closing it this way, weren't we? We were closing it this way. So sorry, again, not concentrating. Now, can I get this off? Shall I get this off? No. Shall we leave it? I can't believe I've done that again. I'm still making mistakes. Right, you will put your closure here. That's where you want your closure, because it's going over that way. It would be fine if it was going over that way. Well, why can't we put it over that way? I'm just having a look to see. We can't put it that way because that's the way we put it before. So, okay, we'll work with it. I'll work with it. So you would put your magnet on this side. Oh dear. Oh, one day I'll wake up. I think, like I say, as well, I'm not making excuses, but I did have a little bit bad news yesterday. So like I say, I'm trying to keep myself cheery and craft. So I was all prepared this morning to do everything correctly in the right way. And look, there we go. Never mind. So you will put your magnet on there. Where the actual closure is, that's where you'll put your magnet. You're going to have to let me know if me making all these mistakes has actually made your books and your crafting better. I really want to know. I really want to know, because over the years, and there's so many people out there that craft, okay, and I watch, you know, crafting. I watch all these crafting YouTube videos, and I'm just cutting this edge down because we cut the back down. I've just got a little overhang, and that's just from where I haven't chopped it down enough, because I've backed it this time. Excuse me. Yes, I want to know, so make sure I've got this the right way. I want to know is when you watch all these YouTube videos that are perfect, you know, where we've got all these perfect tutorials, you know, do you still go wrong? That's what I want to know, because I think I used to, and I watch loads. So I'm just wondering if by you watching tutorials as they happen, so instead of like I say, getting these dies, which is what I would have done, worked with them and then done a tutorial afterwards, does it help working with them? That's what I want to know. Does it help working with them when you first get them? So you're seeing the mistakes. Are you not making those mistakes? That's what I want to know. So when you get your memory books and you start doing all these, if you have watched me and you have been following me and you're new to, especially if you're new to crafting, I just want to know if you've not made them. So if I've made a mistake on here, have you not made it? I'd really, really be interested to know that. I really would. Because I'm just wondering if it does help. Because sometimes when you make mistakes and you see the mistakes that people have made, I think you don't make them. But I would like to know, because if it's hindering people, then I will make sure that I don't do it anymore. And I will plan everything down to, you know, perfection. I will plan it all down to perfection so that I'm not making these mistakes. Like I say, and I've said it again in my other ones, I'm working with these as I've got them. I haven't played about with these at all. So you're seeing this, you're seeing me working with these as I've got them. I haven't, you know, I haven't played about with them. This is basically, this is the first book I've made with them. And this is probably what you'll do as well, because you will do exactly the same as me. You will play about with them, and then as you play about with them, you will get better. But I will say one thing, and this is what I've noticed, and that is, maybe, like I say, pattern paper might be making it a bit tricky. And I'll tell you why, because you're not only looking at the angles of where your hexagon's going and where your pockets and flips and flaps and photos are. So you're concentrating on the angles of where they're going. When you're using pattern paper, you're also concentrating on where the pattern paper's going. So you've got two things going on in your head. You have two things going on in your head at once, because you've, like I say, you've got the, let's just put that down there. You've got that, oh, where's my pattern paper going? And then you've got that, oh, where's my, you know, photos going and which way up? So there's two things going on there. So I think that's why it might be a little bit like, oh, what am I doing? Right, we're turning this over again. We're doing this the neat professional way, and we are using our scoreboard. We're pressing down. We're using our scoreboard to go around the sides, aren't we? So that we've got that nice professional finish at the sides. Okay. So we've just scored a line down each side. Oh, I think we can fly through this today, actually. We can get another one in. How am I doing for time? Oh, not too bad. Right, so remember I've kept this one plain, and I'll show you why in a minute. So we're happy that we've got that nice and neat. You're happy that you've got that in the middle, this part in the middle, nice and neat. So we're then going to turn over and we're going to glue the back down, okay? Remembering that we have got a little bit of time to wiggle it about when we're using the wet glue, a little bit of time to wiggle it about at the back, just in case we haven't got it neat at the front. But I think I like that. That's nice and neat, okay? So I've kept this one plain, these two plain, because we wanted this uniform. And I'll be honest with you, I have to say I'm actually liking the idea of working with pattern papers. Again, I'm so annoyed I didn't get the Tonic ones, but they will be available. I'm sure they will. Right, so do you remember, let's move that down, you can just see it, what Jodie said about these 3 pages being uniformed. So that's what I've tried to do. I've tried to keep them a bit uniformed. Now, yesterday I did realise that even though I've kept it uniformed, the openings, my birdies are on the wrong way round, really. It could have been twisted that way round. It's not, like I say, I'm really finicky like that. I'm so finicky. Right, we're going to stick these down in our book now anyway. But I am quite finicky with things like that. And I think sometimes, I don't know about you, but sometimes it takes me an absolute age when I'm doing projects like this. I mean, this is quite good because normally if I was doing a project like this, you know, at home, excuse me if you can see my head, we're going to get that stuck down in our book. If I was doing a project, sorry, like this, you know, not on camera, I didn't mean at home, not on camera, then I would spend ages. I would have been there ages playing about with that and messing about with it and thinking, oh, I don't like it this way, I don't like it that way. And then next thing you know, I've spent an hour changing around all my cutouts and die cutouts to see which one looks the best. So this is very new to me, doing this like this. It really is, because I'm doing things I wouldn't normally do. Like I say, the perfection, you know, would be, this is not perfection to me. I know it sounds crazy, but right, so I've kept these flat and I've kept them simple, and do you know why? 2 reasons. One, the main reason, which was the important reason, is this flap doesn't have a 1.5 centimetre gap. So we want to keep that very flat. We don't want to stuff that with loads of stuff in it. We really don't. So that's for that reason. And 2, I actually quite like I say, working with pattern papers. And I haven't worked with pattern papers, I don't think I have in memory books at all. So I quite like working with them, and I actually quite like the patterns in them. So I think sometimes they don't need to be too fussy. I think in some ways the simple, you know, the simple things are better. Right, so we flew through that one, didn't we? So we've got, this is now our uniformed. Remember Jodie telling us that we needed to have this nice and uniformed, and I think this does. So let's check. So there's our, you can put your photos in there. I'm just checking, I hope you can see that. Yes, it's uniformed. Hurrah! Hurrah! I'm just waiting for this to dry. And then this was the one we did yesterday. I actually added some more. I actually added some more because I had some spare card left over. Remember we did the pockets here, didn't we, yesterday? So there's quite a lot going on in this book already. You can see, you know, we're not having to, you know, we've not done anything too adventurous. We've just stuck to quite, you know, plain tutorials. Right, so let's pop that over there. Now we're going to attempt another page. we're going to do a nice, quick and easy one again, but something a bit more different. Now, you may have had these, I don't know. This is quite a, I have to say, I'm going to start sticking them down when I'm talking to you. This is quite a coveted kit. It was one of the Tonic kits. I think this is craft kit number 4. And like I say, this is a coveted kit. So you could try your luck. There's a group on Facebook called Buy and Sell. Is it Buy and Sell Tonic? I think it's Buy and Sell Tonic products, and it's a group with people who are sort of the same as you and me, and love tonic products. And you know, you can, if there's something you want, you can put an ad up and just say, you know, would anybody have this kit and be willing to sell it? Like I say, this is quite a coveted kit. Tonic did some other waterfall dies which are bigger. It was a heart. In fact, they did 2 different ones. So there's 4, I think, and I'm pretty sure I have all of them. There's a heart, and then the other one was sort of like a, I think, a half circle. I'm not sure whether it was a, it looked a bit circle-ish. And then they had 2 others, which I think I do have as well. The only thing with those is they're not going to fit in here. So if there is anyone watching from Tonic, I don't know about you, but like I say, this kit is a very coveted kit. And it would be lovely to maybe have either another kit with a small waterfall in it, or maybe you could possibly bring out some waterfall dies that are like small like this, because these are just, they're easy to work with, they're nice and quick. I love them, and I do know it is a coveted kit. It really, really is a coveted kit. So I've said it loads of times now. Right, so what we're going to do, if you didn't have this, there are lots and lots of tutorials out there, and what you have to put in when you're searching on YouTube is waterfall cards, waterfall dies. If you put that into your search engine, then I'll just make sure you can see that. If you put that into your search engine, lots will come up, and to be honest with you, they're really easy to make. They're not that difficult. But like I say, you do need a smaller waterfall die for this. I don't know. I'm making this smaller, but let's just put a bit in the middle because we want that stuck down really well. Right, let's just line this up. Sorry, I'm waffling now and not explaining to you what I'm doing. You may get, you know what, you may get a waterfall die on here. You may do. I'm just looking at it. If you don't have a middle bit here, you might well get one on there. Okay, so again, I'm doing this. I haven't done one of these for ages. Now, is that going to be too big? Yes, it is. So let's go down one, and let's use some red liner tape for this. So it will show you anyway how to use it. But yes, there are some tutorials, like I say, on, oh, where's our edge? There we go, on Facebook for waterfalls. So if you do have this kit, if you're lucky enough to have had it, remember, we're not gluing all the way up, and you would have been better, you actually probably would have been a lot better using a bit of a thicker tape, okay, just on the sides. But like I say, I haven't done one of these for ages. I cut it all out because I thought, oh, that looked really, really pretty on in the memory book. Oh no, I've missed one here. We make sure as well we're not going on those creases in here. I didn't show you setting this up because I thought, oh, people might see it and then they might go, oh, I really want that die set. And like I say, I'm aware it's a little bit like the Halloween one. It's a little bit like the Halloween one, the Halloween set. Oh, now I'm going back quite a while. Oh, actually, we're going the wrong way, so start from the bottom. I'm going back quite a while with a Halloween set. Well, I'm trying to think how many years ago that Tonic did one, but I wish they would do another one. The Halloween set was lovely, and that's another kit that's quite a coveted kit. It's the Halloween one. So if you do have this, just make sure you're not putting it above the line. There's a line there that needs to be creased, and that's your mechanism for your pulley. It is your mechanism. I think I did one. Did I do one for the bottom? Let's put that one there. Should we put that one there? Just trying to think which one looks the best. Let's put both. Oh, hang on. I wanted that one at the top, didn't I? See, this is where you're like, let's take that off. You're like, oh, where do I put this and what looks better? And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's that way, isn't it? I think we need one. Yes, we do, don't we? I'm going to wait until that's on, and then I'll put it in when it's on. Now, I'm going to, I don't know if this is what they did when they made this kit, because like I say, I've had this for a while. I'm not going to lie, I paid a lot of money for this kit because it was very, very coveted and I really wanted it. So, and I haven't really used it, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, it goes like that, but I'm pretty sure with the last kit, Jodie made a little bit of a ridge. So I'm going to just put 2 lines in there, just one after the other, because otherwise I think if you don't have that extra ridge at the side, it's a little bit difficult to pull out, to slide up and down, if you know what I mean. So we're going to, right, so this is going to go here. Just going to check. In fact, let's pull that out. I'm just going to check where I want this placed. I think I am going to want it there. Yes, I am going to want it about there. So I'm going to pop some glue. I'll put some wet glue on there. Now, I think in this kit there is some tabs that you can use to pull down. I should have got the kit out really. I just didn't want to disappoint anybody that saw it and thought, oh, I want that. But I was thinking, you know, maybe with a bit of luck, oh, stay. I think you're actually probably best not to use wet glue, because you don't want your tab. You don't want your tab, let's move that back up, sticking to the book. So actually, in hindsight, use tape, okay? Use tape. I'm just making sure that I've got that absolutely straight. Oh, that's not too bad, is it? Now, let's just press that down. There we go. So, oh, did we not need that one? I've done an extra one. I thought we needed it for the... But there you go. You can see that anyway. You can see this slider. And like I say, I think I'm going to stick that on there. Is it going to affect it? I don't think it will, because it looks much better. I've got to say, it does look much better having it there. So I don't, not sure. Let's pop this down here anyway. Let's pop it on there anyway. It does look quite pretty actually, doesn't it? Well, Tonic, if you're watching, could we please have some more little waterfall dies, little ones, ickle ones, please? And I think there'll be quite a few ladies that will be with me on that who are Tonic fans and have been there from sort of day one. I'm sure there'll be, yes, please. We like the waterfalls. Right, I've really waffled today. So this is our waterfall page, and I will pop a tag on here. So there's a room there for a little tag. So we will get a tag on there. Now, let's pop this into our book. Now I'm just looking to see where, I'm just wondering if this might be nice on the front page. Oh, we're going to have to put it that way, aren't we? Or are we going to have to put it that way? Which way are we going to put it? Which way have we got the other one? I'm just thinking, could we, and then the first thing we open is a waterfall, or shall we? Well, see, this is choices. Let's have a look. Now that is an up and an up. I think really that is the only space we can put it, because the other ones are actually quite flat, and you have to be aware. So this is what I'm saying. Let's have a look at this now. If I put that in the front, and we've still got a couple more pages to do. So this is why I'm saying be mindful of how much you're actually putting in there. Because even though you do get the 1.5 centimetre gap, because I think this is on an angle, and I'm just thinking, maybe it would have, it doesn't matter, does it? Because it's still going to go either that way or that way, isn't it? So we're still going to have a, just looking on camera to see how it looks, we're still going to have a bit of a, it's going to go either angle, isn't it? So I'm just thinking, when you open it like that, that's how we've done it, haven't we? It's got that little bit of an angle. I quite like it though. I quite like that. I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to pop that in the front. I'm going to do it. Let's do it, because otherwise I'm going to be here for ages. See, this is what I do, you know, and you'll do the same, but you'll spend a lot more time looking at yours and thinking, oh, what can I do? I have really waffled today. I feel like I've waffled and not done many. I haven't, you know, talked through a lot of what I've done. So I think, where was our opening? So our opening went love and laughter, love and laughter. So I'm going this way. And I've actually done another page, haven't I, there? Oh, look, I actually did it onto a page, and I already had a page there. Never mind, it'll make our book nice and thick. See what I've done there? Whereas before we were working off of this base, weren't we? So I actually didn't need to put another grey one there, but it does thicken it up and makes it much more, you know, the weight of it, it makes it much better. And I think, to be honest with you, it's a good idea, because this one will be used quite a bit. So just remember, we've still got, let's have a look and see how many pages we've got. So we've done quite a few today, haven't we? I'm just mindful of the time, because I don't want to waffle on for too long. But right, so we've got 1, 2, 3 more pages to do, and then we've finished. Now, just looking, that was a uniformed one. We're going to have to, this one's should be uniformed in the middle, shouldn't it? So I'm hoping I can try and find, excuse me, something to match that. So yes, I think with these, see, that looks really pretty because that's uniformed. But then I'm just looking at, this really needs to be uniformed as well. So do you know what I'm going to say to you? So we've got to do, just before I say this, we've got to do a flat one. And this is another flat one, is it? And then another flat one. And then, so we've got 3 flat ones to do. We've got 3 flat ones to do. But what I'm going to say again about these pattern papers, this is what I would recommend. If you want your book to be completely uniformed, I don't know how many sheets come in the new Tonic paper pack. I'm not sure how many sheets come in there, but I'm wondering if you might need a couple of packs, because you do need quite a bit of card for this book. And if you're using, I'm just aware, if you're using pattern papers and you want everything to be completely uniformed, because I think I now haven't got any more of this paper. So looking at it, it may not be that uniformed on that side. And you've got another 3 page. So I can see now, be aware you've got 3 pages, haven't you? You've got three uniformed pages, so you're now going to need to come in and have it uniformed on each side. Do you see what I mean? So bear that in mind, be aware. Like I say, this is the first book I've done, so I'm doing it as, you know, as we're going. So we're finding out all these things as we're going, and like I say, you won't make these mistakes. So we've got 1, 2, 3 more pages. So we've got to uniform that one, and actually looking at it, when you flick that over, you have to uniform those as well. So you've got, in effect, that's a uniformed one, that's a uniformed one on the opposite side, and that's uniformed. So you're going to need quite a fair bit of paper if you want to keep this completely and utterly uniformed, if you know what I mean. So anyways, right, those are our next pages. We've got a few more pages to go. How many did we say we had? I've just forgotten now. 1, did we say 3? 1, 2, 3. 3 more. So it's all of the insides ones. So we've got some more uniformed ones to do. So 3 more pages, and then that is our book complete. And like I say, remember, we are quite bulked up. We've got a bit of room left. We have got a bit of room, but can you see from a small thin book how quickly it fills up? You know, how quickly. So like I say, be mindful of what you're putting in there, and we've not gone too adventurous. We've kept it quite simple and basic. So anyways, I'm going to go, and I will see you tomorrow with our next page. Remember, 3 more to go, and I will try and get these finished for this weekend. So hopefully, if you've all got your books coming, if all your books are coming this weekend, and you get stuck, you've got these videos to come and have a look at. And I will also see if I can I'm going to try and do a live this weekend. If it's not tonight, tonight's Friday, then it will be Saturday, permitting. My son obviously is here with me, and he does shout and scream. He's playing his computer games, so I will try and get a time when he's not doing that and get in an hour on Facebook. So if you want to join the group, then do by all means go and join the group, and we'll have a little bit more fun, and I can speak to you and I can see what you're commenting to me on the screen, and I can talk to you and interact with you a little bit more. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you want to hit subscribe, no pressure, but please do, and I will see you in the next video.